Have you ever wondered how providing your clients with valuable market insights can not only boost their confidence, but also lead to more successful real estate deals? Are you studying the market? Do you look at the hot sheet in your local MLS daily? You should. It really tells the story of what is happening. How many new active listings? How many pendings? When the pendings outweigh the number of active listings, you still remain in a low inventory market. I created a simple post in Canva that is quick to update weekly based on the MLS newsletter that comes out. Super simple. I created a version of it 12 times just by changing the color background just a little bit. So it's super simple for me just to plunk that information for the entire quarter. Why do I do this? Because whenever I'm out at the store, at a coffee shop, or lunch with friends, I have an answer for that question they always have. What's happening in the market? And this allows me to quickly answer the question and ask one of these three follow-up questions. Is someone in your family thinking about making a move? Looking at investing in real estate? To your friends, family members, and leads, you are the local expert. So study what's happening in your market. I also create a video once a month to recap what's going on in the local market in the areas I serve. I include images from Keeping Current Matters, NAR, and my local MLS. What I love about doing these videos is that as a new lead enters my CRM system, they start receiving these videos via either email or text message, and they begin to see me as the real estate agent that knows what I'm talking about. I also post these videos on all my social media platforms so that everyone can see them. What are you doing to keep your leads and clients and followers informed? When interest rates went up in the fall of 2022, it was super easy for me to record a video with one of my local mortgage professionals on what this rate hike meant to the home buyer. I put it on my YouTube channel and then linked it to an email and sent it out to my listing clients, my potential sellers, my FSBO prospects, and my expired and canceled listing prospects. Getting sellers to agree to help with some of the buyer closing costs, well, it happened easily because I informed the sellers on what had just happened to the buyer's payments and how that might keep them from making an offer or following through with a purchase. Another tip I'd like to share is get to know a few of your local appraisers. They hold the insights to what is really happening with values in your area. They are up to date on all investors' requirements and can easily share those with you. I remember the call I got from one of my favorite appraisers, and she shared with me that from now on, appraisers were being asked to provide photos of all the smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors in the entire property. This was great information for me as my business is 80% listing and 20% buyers. So, armed with this new information, I added this to my listing presentation. And I made sure that when I visited the property, I talked about the importance of having all smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors up and visible, especially before the appraiser came to the property. It saved my clients time and money. Some appraisers were writing in their reports that they would have to do a re-inspect if they found smoke detectors or carbon monoxide detectors missing. That's about a $150 extra cost in our area, and it's 100% avoidable. A new post that I'm working on right now is about pricing. It seems to be a common theme from buyers. Prices are going to drop. Your local MLS has great charts for you to use that will tell the tale of whether prices are going up, holding steady, or dropping in your area. And you need to know that, especially after the crazy last few years we've had. Currently, my local market is experiencing low inventory and properties are selling for 100.7% of list price. We have 11.6% less inventory on the market than last year, and our average sales price is up 5.2% from last year. Needless to say, in my area, prices are not dropping. So let's get back to the three questions I ask when someone asks me the question, how's the market? Number one, Are you thinking about making a move? The answer to this question provides a variety of answers, and no matter what, if they're a homeowner, I always ask if they would like a free, fair market value report on their property. This allows me to dig in deeper to their specific area and arm me with even more information. I then, of course, make sure that they are tagged in my CRM system to receive a biannual free, fair market value report and all my other marketing that matches their needs. This year, I sold 2 properties that started with this exact question. One of the sellers asked me that question 2.5 years ago, and the other one just 6 months ago, because I provided them real-time information about what is happening in the local market. They called me and only me when it came time to list their property. Question 2, is someone in your family thinking about making a move? I love the answer to this question. It allows me to refer one of my local mortgage lender professionals and start a search to find a new home for the person. Having my weekly local market post really helps here because it keeps buyers knowledgeable about changes in the market. I make sure that the lead is added to my local MLS as a prospect so that when a new property comes on the market, matching their search criteria, they get an email or text message, and so do I. I've sold many properties this way. Picture this. I'm out doing the weekly grocery run, and my phone beeps with a new listing alert that matches one of my buyers. I immediately schedule a 15-minute viewing, pop over to the new listing, and do a quick video for my client. Then I send it over to them, sharing the features and the benefits of the property. Does it check the boxes or not? I have also called the buyer from the new listing and have said more than once, this is the one. We need to get in and see it today. Now, for question number 3, looking at investing in real estate, with the rise in interest rates and an increase in down payments required for investors, many of my investor clients are pulling money out of other accounts to pay cash for their new investment property. Rents have gone up 13.1% in my area, and many of the properties I show my investor clients have longtime tenants that are paying well below the average rents. Gathering the data for each of the investment properties my clients are interested in is key. One investment property I recently listed had a huge water and sewer bill. The owner hadn't really been paying attention to the bills because, well, he owned the property free and clear, and, well, he had positive cash flow even with that high water and sewer bill. Well, it turned out that 2 toilets were running all the time, and once replaced, the water and sewer bill went back to normal. Why did I know the bill was way too high? Because I know the average cost of the water and sewer bill locally. Just this last week, I got calls from 3 of my local mortgage lender partners sharing the new Fannie Mae 5% down payment program for multifamily owner-occupied properties. When rates went up, so did down payment requirements for owner-occupied investment properties. Looks like in November 2023, down payments will go back to 5% for owner-occupied borrowers. This will open up the market more and make investment properties that much more attractive to buyers. When was the last time you had a conversation with a local mortgage lender? My recommendation is partner with 3 to 5 in your area. Why? Because lenders associated with banks and credit unions often have portfolio products available that your mortgage brokers don't. And mortgage brokers have loan products that your smaller local lenders that are associated with banks and credit unions don't offer. After I get a new listing agreement signed, I chat with 3 of my local mortgage lender partners and confirm the type of loans available for that property. If there is something specific the underwriter or appraiser is going to be looking for, then I know up front, even before the property goes on the market. This way, the opportunity for delays and surprises are limited. Now that you have an idea of what type of local market stats you need to keep up with, It makes pricing conversations easy. When listing a new property, the CMA I start with is very neighborhood specific. I go wider if I need to, but I try to use comparables that are in the same neighborhood. I watch the faces of my clients as I tried to explain the local MLS CMA. It has way too many numbers on the page and not very visually appealing. Tom Ferry turned me on to the Cloud CMA, which is where I do all my free CMAs for my clients because it's way more visually appealing. I do know that Gary Keller was working on an internal Keller-Williams version of a more visually appealing CMA delivery because after studying so many clients over the years, we can all agree that our clients like more visually appealing documents that give them a quick snapshot of information. Thanks to TikTok and Instagram Reels, the average attention span of an adult is 8.25 seconds. Yep, you heard that right. When I started in real estate in 1999, the average attention span was 12 seconds. Want to ramp up your business and your local market knowledge all at the same time? Try this for the next 90 days. Do a CMA a day challenge. What do I mean by that? Go through your CRM system and pick out seller leads that need this information. Set up an action plan and select one a day. We all know that that information on the Zestimate is not accurate. Even the CEO of Zillow reports how inaccurate it was for him when he sold his house. Look at the disclaimer in Zillow. Since Zillow and Trulio, which is owned by Zillow, are visually appealing sites with over 80 million views a month, your seller leads are always looking up their home's value on Zillow. So why not give them the information that is more accurate and true? You can deliver the CMA any way you want it. You can email them a copy. You can link it in a text message, or you can snail mail it if you decide. Try it for the next 90 days and let me know your results. I think you will be surprised and delighted. Pop over to soloagentacademy.com/freebies and grab your 90-day CMA a day challenge. I found this quote that sums up this video topic perfectly. The best realtors don't just sell properties, they sell confidence through education.